No, so you were saying about he only wanted to save Lily and the racial filthy slur. That's the last thing that...
Yeah. So that was the last
I
time.
don't know whose side I am on right now.
So the point is that, okay, I can never defend Snape because of what he
You
did
are
with
not
Harry.
defending
I can
Snape
never,
right
I
now.
can never side Snape because of the things he's done to Harry and Neville.
What did he
And
do?
just the whole Gryffindor team.
What did he do?
Okay.
First of all, with Neville, if you even ask me that question, I will punch you in the face.
I'm not talking about Neville right
You cannot not talk about certain things of a character.
now. Okay, fine. Talk about Neville. Let's go
He
there.
bullied Neville. Okay, suppose you have been bullied your
Camera,
whole
please focus there.
You have been bullied your whole life. You know what it's like to be bullied. Imagine being bullied by a professor. Neville was so terrified of Snape that was literally his boggart.
Yes.
You terrified a kid so much. Understandable, whatever.
I was also very
emotions.
scared of my teachers in school. They didn't bully me though.
Yeah, Snape bullied Neville. He literally kept calling
No,
him
my
an
point
idiot.
is-
He almost killed Trevor.
My point is... Okay, see, now you're talking about Snape from an animal perspective.
No. I'm saying he literally wanted to torment Neville so much that he told him, you're going to test this potion on your own toad. And if Hermione didn't help him, who knows what would have happened to Trevor.
Yeah, but that would have made Neville stronger, not just a wuss.
Neville
Okay,
was Neville,
See, that two ways.
when Lupin came,
Mhm.
he did positive reinforcement.
See, there is negative reinforcement and there's positive reinforcement. You never really know which one is going to work for which kid. Okay, we'll
Everybody saw Neville and knew what would work with him.
Okay, first of all, Neville's grandmother gave him the remember all, thinking that he'll remember things. That was
The only that was just funny.
that is
Neville-
positive reinforcement. And what happened?
No, Neville
He
really
forgot to remember all.
No, Neville's grandmother giving him the remember all so that he can remember stuff. But what did he have to remember? I was frustrated when I got that. I was like, but what do I have to remember? What
I'm
should
going
I?
to make someone of that.
What should I do with something that will help me for remember what I forgot?
That's true.
That
He put
was-
post-its on the remember all.
That when I saw that, and he was so proud. Okay, he was like, "Oh, Gran sent me a remember all. Problem is, I don't remember what I forgot." I was like, "Obviously, you won't remember."
But it's cute that his grandmother sent that to him.
It was
My
hilarious.
point is, he got positive reinforcement from his grandmother, didn't work. Snape probably saw that. And decided to go the other way with negative reinforcement. I mean, I get it. Killing a toad is not really a very good negative
It's just
reinforcement
that
also.
Snape despised Gryffindors. Maybe because he was
Because
He was
Lily
Slytherin, it's
and
fine.
James was... both of them were in Gryffindor.
what?
Lily
I didn't
and
hear you.
Lily and James, both of them were in Gryffindor, and it kind of, maybe you can look at it this way: he despises Gryffindor for all that Gryffindor stands for, which is bravery. Something that he didn't have to stand up to Voldemort when Voldemort was going about killing Lily and James and almost
So-
killing.
You keep cutting points from Gryffindor because you're a spiteful old man.
And Dumbledore keeps giving them back to Gryffindor because
that is
Dumbledore is like, I'm gonna let Gryffindor win every year, yo.
But if you've looked at the people he's cut points from, so McGonagall doesn't cut points from Gryffindor. Okay, her own house.
She cuts.
She cut once.
She
But-
did not cut once. She cut it multiple times, even in Prisoner
But-
of Azkaban,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she cut it in Prisoner of Azkaban. She cut it in Chamber of Secrets, and in the first book.
She's just
Philosopher's
like
Stone.
any Gryffindor out of line,
Yeah.
point cut.
She
Which
cut
makes
50
sense.
points
Which
from
makes sense.
each of them.
And
when they were
Dumbledore
out of
keeps
line.
giving them back
Yeah.
to Gryffindor. McGonagall is just like this.
Okay,
So
wait, I think we're getting sidetracked. But so I'll just tell all of my points and let me, please do not interrupt me.
we will sit like Sam.
So that is because I was genuinely trying to listen to you all with an open mind. So one of the reasons I don't like Snape is one, because of what he did to Neville, because of how he kept bullying him, knowing what it is like to be bullied. One of the reasons I can understand why y'all understand, probably sympathize with the character. I'm not trying to attack y'all, but genuinely saying it from trying to understand your point of view, is because y'all fought back after one point. Okay. And not fought back, but bullied people back. Right?
That was me. I don't think that was
Yeah.
I didn't bully.
Bully people back. But with me, it's like I was only bullied and finally I fought back. But I didn't bully people. I just stood up to the people who were bullying me. And for Neville, that's a huge thing. So with Snape constantly bullying him, he cannot tell him anything because again, Snape is just going to dock points out of, Gryffindor again. He docked points out of Harry and, the whole team. Keeping an eye out on Harry, all of this stuff, I'm like, it's fine. No, keeping an eye, as in when he docks points
The
from
points are coming, I need to talk.
when he docks points from them for them being out of bounds and all, like that's fine, whatever.
I
But
mean, they
it's
were
just-
out of
They were
bounds.
always out of bounds.
Yeah.
They introduced the Forbidden Forest. Don't go there, Harry.
Harry,
No,
Harry,
I'm going there right now.
But all of that is just Dumbledore. I will say that Dumbledore is just like we go. That is legit
Dumbledore just gives
Dumbledore.
them the invisibility cloak. Hide, bitches.
Yeah.
It's a cloak that can hide 3 people at once.
Yeah.
What is this nonsense? At least give it to one person.
He
No.
didn't get to one person.
Yeah, and then it hides 3 people.
But yeah, so it's just how Snape is, and one of the reasons why I don't like him is because people say that he did what he did for Lily. I don't think he did it for Lily. I think it was mainly for protecting Harry in his first year, which even Dumbledore said was because he felt guilty because he wanted to hate James, okay, in peace. But James saved him when they were in one of the years, because you know that part, right?
No.
So James saved Snape because the whole group, James, the Marauders, the whole group hated Snape, right? Remus not so much, but yeah, the whole group did not like him. And Sirius told him ki, if you go next to the Whomping Willow, you will, if you touch that, there's a particular spot on the Whomping Willow, right? You will see what is there behind. And Snape was very inquisitive at that point because he wanted to find something about what is what they're doing.
I
So Lupin had already become a werewolf at that point, and he would go within the Whomping Willow and all, right? So that is when Snape was going there, and he almost saw the werewolf. And if James did not save him at that point, he would have probably died because there was a werewolf right there.
Okay.
So because James saved him at that point, this is when James also started turning a new leaf and started becoming better for Lily. So he stopped bullying him. His normal shenanigans that he would do, he would stop doing that. And he basically turned a new leaf. And they even said that he became a head boy in his final year, which did not become a prefect before, and that's unheard of and everything. So because he saved Snape, and Snape obviously didn't want to be in debt of James, he protected Harry in his first year from Voldemort or Quirrell.
Okay, see, I get it. You do it in your first year out of guilt. You do it in your second year still out of guilt. Continuously for like 6 odd
Yeah,
years
because he was
after that.
under Dumbledore's orders. So
But-
he had taken...
See, that's the thing, right? He could have very easily gone the other way.
You're not saying he could have, but I don't think he could have. He was literally under Dumbledore the whole time. So even if he puts... and plus...
He was
plus
still under Dumbledore when he
in this-
joined the Death Eaters parade too, bro.
No.
What?
I mean, when he became a Death Eater,
Oh, yeah, again.
he was still under Dumbledore. He could
After-
have gone...
Yeah.
he
Once
could,
Voldemort came back.
He could have gone that way again, right? He had the whole mark. He had everything. He had every opportunity to be a bad person. Like, continue to be a bad person. He was a bad person. I don't refute that. I am not saying I refute that at any
I do.
given point, okay?
What?
I say he was a normal guy.
He was a normal guy with bad tendencies to do things. He had flaws, okay? Everybody had flaws. I get it. James had flaws too, and he turned over a new leaf. Well, good for James, because then he died after a few years. So
1-2 years.
few years. But Snape had to live with his mistakes. Snape had to continue living with his mistakes till the day he died, protecting Harry and the others. Samantha, do not roll your eyes at me.
You don't know who is more hyper in this podcast.
What do you mean by had to live with his mistakes? I do not see his mistakes here. He
You're
chose a
just
side.
saying he's just there.
Yeah.
I really don't know whose side is
Yeah, he's that Girgit, bro. He's like, which side sounds better? I might be there now.
No, it's just fun writing the two of you up.
No, see, the thing is, you
They're
know what his
random
mistakes
enough.
are. Yeah, you know what his mistakes are, okay? I'm not going to air it out into his dirty business. He died and gone. But see, I get why you don't like Snape as a character. But honestly, a lot of what you say, right, there is also a rebuttal for it. Okay? Yes, he did Harry and Neville dirty. But he also protected them like nobody's business. He could have not protected them. He could have chosen not to. He could have just been like the first year when, who was that professor? The one with the Quirrell. Where Quirrell just being there, random as freaking, what was he saying? The spells at Harry, directed literally at Harry. He could have let them do.
He couldn't.
He could.
He knew the whole reason. I think he came to know that in the... Which year did he come to know why Harry is
when
alive?
Dumbledore gets the curse on his hand.
No.
Yeah.
It was, no. This is
When
when that
when
always
Snape
thing
was-
happened.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
This
I
is
think that
when
the always,
before.
the proper always thing happened in the later part of the book.
Yeah. So it's like, see, they knew that
That's when the Patronus, he wears the oh, that's such a beautiful scene, by the way.
that scene does look good.
That scene is just, it warms my heart in places my heart can't get warm. Like, literally. I like how I just...
You need therapy.
You need therapy.
He was obsessed with Lily's what is that word? Idea?
With the idea of Lily?
No.
Ideology?
Basically-
Memory.
Memory. He was obsessed with the memory of Lily because he did not know who Lily was after their fight. Okay. He was
Yeah.
obsessed with this person who so I watched the movie Flame because he was also talking about Snape's character in this. And he did point this out, saying that a 38-year-old man was obsessed with an 18-year-old girl's
That's
memory.
because, again, I would like
Y'all
to
do not see
point
the
out.
problem in this.
No. I'd
What's
like
the
to
problem
point.
in this?
Oh, wait. I'd like to point out one
It's a
thing here.
memory.
That
You
18 years.
project
No,
from
wait.
the memory how-
Listen to me. Thank you.
I don't know how long this podcast is going to be. First of all, it's already gone over 30 minutes.
No, listen to me. Okay? He's obsessed with an 18-year-old person. Okay? Because she did not age further than a few years after that. If, hear me out. If she would have lived, okay? He would have been obsessed with that 38-year-old Lily. See, the Lily that he was obsessed with, he was not obsessed with her figure. He was
It's a
obsessed
personality.
with her personality. He was obsessed. I would like to think of it, he was obsessed with the aura that Lily gave, because being around Lily, in whatever weird sense, he made him a bit better, made him a bit more grounded. Because the minute Lily went, okay, from his life, he just went like, I'm going to the dark side now. And which he literally did.
Yeah.
He just whooshed into the dark side. And the only reason he came out of the dark side, so much so, was for Lily, knowing that Lily died. That is the whole reason he turned over a new leaf.
He did not turn over a new leaf.
Samantha.
He did.
He
Did
did.
not.
He did. See, this is you being closed off now.
No.
Okay, why
It's
do you
y'all think he turned over a... See, I'm okay with y'all saying that he turned over a new leaf and you think that, but I don't think that. I don't
Why
think that is
not?
turning over... For me, turning over a new leaf is what James did. Changing who you are because of the person you love.
So,
And I am saying this from a point of view because I have been a closed off person for all my life.
James is
And-
not a closed off person.
No, I'm just talking about my character. I'm saying I have been a closed off person all my life and I knew if I wanted to save my relationship, I needed to become a better person. I needed to open up.
Yes.
So I changed.
And
A
he
core
changed
being of mine.
too.
He did not change.
He...
So he
No,
hates
so-
it. That's
okay,
one
wait,
aspect
wait,
of his
One
life.
second.
It's
So
not
the
one
whole-
aspect of his life.
so
It
the
is his
whole-
whole personality.
the-
Him hating
okay, wait.
Harry. Him hating Harry. And everything about Harry is because he's James's kid.
Okay. So you hate Snape because Snape hates Harry and James.
No. I
Because-
hate Snape because of what he keeps doing.
Which is what? Okay.
Constantly bullying other people
Okay.
because he has the power.
Let's take the bully part out of it.
You
Now,
cannot take the bullying part out
I'm
of
trying
it.
to
So you
understand
just hate
what you
Snape
hate
because he's a bully.
Snape other than the bullying part.
Just his whole personality and character.
Which
What
is
other than the
what?
bullying? What?
He's just not a nice person.
What bad did he do? Other than the thing about trying to kill Neville's Toad and
That I'm
cutting
just gonna
points from
cut.
Gryffindor.
How can you...
I'm
No,
gonna
you
count that
no,
into
wait. You
bullying.
cannot cut a whole character.
Okay,
It's just
thing
one
onto it.
thing
It's
that
not
he's done.
one thing. It is
Okay,
who
wait,
he is.
wait.
If you are ready to bully someone, if you are ready to bully a kid and say, okay, I will bully this kid because I have the authority and I have the
No,
power.
I am bullying
you
the kid
cannot
to
tell me-
change him.
You're not doing it to change him. You're doing it because you have the fucking power. You cannot tell me that Snape did it because he wanted Neville to become better.
He's become red.
Yeah. You cannot tell me that he did it to become for Neville to become better.
You're
How do
There
you
are
know?
a lot of other
You're
ways.
yelling. Can you stop riling her up? You're yelling. Okay? Listen to me, guys. Okay. And you said you want to understand, okay, why we like Snape as a character. We gave you multiple points.
I listened to the whole thing.
Yes.
Y'all are not listening to the things I have been saying.
You've been saying one thing.
Can I complete what I'm saying? You shut up. Shut up. I will throw you out of this room now. Shut up. What I'm trying to understand is you have a bullying point, correct? You have that the Neville and that Toad thing. Okay, you have these 2 points.
That's just a bullying, huh?
Okay. When I said it, she didn't want to take it. I told you 2 minutes ago that I'll count it as a part of bullying. You said no, it's not a part.
I
of
did
bullying.
not hear that.
Yeah,
And you
because
want
you've
me-
been yelling.
Yeah, because he's riling me up.
Do not get riled up.
He kept
My
questioning
point.
me.
My point is, okay, there is a bullying point. Okay, there is another point where because Harry and James look similar and well they are father and son, he hates and you don't like that character because of all that he did. Again, I'm going to count that as a branch of bullying. Okay, what other than this do you not like about Snape?
Okay, before you start.
No, you shut up.
I'm just going to
No, you shut up. I do not want to hear one word out of you now.
I actually want to hear what.
Okay. So, what if...
He's crying.
I'm not crying, I'm just tearing up laughing.
He's crying because of how much he riled you up and you got riled up.
And how much I loved it.
I was quiet the whole time. I think half an hour into it, I've gotten riled up.
Okay. So...
Also,
By the
I
way,
don't know.
There is just a point in the video where I'm just like this.
Also, I don't know how.
Disappointed with the both of you.
I don't know if we should cut it out here because it's already gone by.
It's
way
okay,
long
we can
now.
just say this is a Harry Potter podcast and we get Harry Potter views.
It's 40 minutes.
It's
Yeah, but
fine.
nobody's gonna sit and listen to this.
Never know. Harry Potter
Okay.
fans are... well,
Okay, guys. Back to the topic. All of this is getting recorded
Let's
for nonsense.
sum it up.
No, I got one point to make before you defend. What if Snape was like, I got no special treatment when I was a kid. Why must Harry get one just because he's an orphan?
No,
But-
I don't agree with. I mean, I don't think Harry should get special treatment.
Exactly. So
He
Snape
just got it.
Yeah, and Snape behaved accordingly just because of jealousy.
Understandable.
So is Snape a bad guy still?
Yes.
Because
You're riling her up.
I just asked one
See,
question, my
it
last
is-
question.
See, it's okay.
Other than bullying,
It better
No,
be
see.
your last question.
See, it's okay if Snape had to treat him like how everybody else treated him.
everybody
Even-
else treated him with kid gloves.
I'll beat you. You have zero comments.
Not just looking at Rach like hell before I go on.
You have zero comments
So,
after this.
McGonagall.
You laugh into a Wakanda forever and fade out of the fucking video right now.
So McGonagall treated Harry like everybody
Harry.
else.
She treated Harry like James. Like James Bond is coming
Yeah.
here. This is going to be
Yeah.
another problem now.
And see, I find McGonagall very fair. Okay, not she's not biased towards her house. She's not biased. She's like, "Tu chute hai, tu
Bro,
chute hai."
McGonagall during the whole series is just hilarious.
Yeah,
because
especially during Umbridge's time. Oh,
she's just like, what did this bitch say? There is this one scene where she just gives up and she's like, I'm going from here.
Yeah.
It's hilarious because she
Even-
watches Snape and Dumbledore doing these random ass nonsense things and she's just there like, I'm tired
wait,
of
in
this
the
bullshit.
book, like in the movies,
In the movies, you can see her expression. She's just like,
I'm tired
like
of
there is this one scene where there is the duel going on and Snape and Harry are right. Snape and McGonagall have come to stop the duel, I think, between Draco and Harry. And instead of Snape stopping the duel, he lets the duel go on and McGonagall just looks at him like,
Bitch, what?
what? You're a professor now. Can you please act accordingly? It is hilarious because she has such good expressions on her face. It's funny, it's too funny. But
brilliant.
continuing on his point, McGonagall does treat Harry like she treats every other student.
Yeah.
Which is fair. Every person treats Harry like the god
Yeah.
that he is, which I don't really like or understand. But then I also get it that he is the reason the whole magical world was saved because of one scar on his head.
Whoa, he isn't the reason.
Lily.
Yeah,
Lily's
exactly.
protection.
Exactly.
See, Harry
But
himself says
The tangible, he's tangible, right? Lily's not tangible at that point.
So yeah.
Because she died, bro.
Okay,
Plus
everybody
nobody-
got
I
right.
feel like my whole point in this video
Plus
is Lily
nobody,
died.
yeah, plus nobody knew that why Harry survived, right? So it was like a mystery. So like, oh my god, he has some powers. The fact that
Yeah.
Harry, even in the 5th book, when he came to know what was his power, he's like, love. Are you kidding me? That is my power.
That's it. Okay, please
But
calm down. You look
sorry,
You look
like that is my power.
Not my fault this time.
Also, it was one of the things that I did like in the series is when Harry went to die, right, in the Forbidden Forest. He casted a protection over the whole Hogwarts because he went to sacrifice himself. So that close loop,
It's like a
close loop is
circle
really
moment.
brilliant for me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think, so I guess we are summing it up now.
yeah.
I guess so.
I
guess
still haven't gotten the core of why Sam hates Snape.
you
don't
go,
like-
man. You
I
just
don't-
go from
okay,
here.
wait.
You
I-
listen to this whole podcast 5-6
I
times.
don't like Snape's character, okay? No matter what it is. Now, let's not argue on this. I'll just close my point right now. I don't like the bullying aspect. I don't like just how he treats people in general. He just thinks that everybody is less than him, okay? Let's not go into that
We're
whole
not
debate.
arguing.
Again,
I
this
will
is just
throw- I
my
will throw
yeah.
a phone at you.
This is just my point. He treats everybody less than him. I do not think that his love for Lily is love. I think it's obsession. And just how he is throughout the series. Like, the more I read the books, right, the more I dislike his character. And I have gone through liking and hating Hermione a couple of times. I think these are the two characters. Hermione is the one character I've gone like, oh, she's really nice. So she's really brilliant.
We need to make a meme of Sam. That is, we need to, we have 2 cameras, please. We need to do this. This is another merchandise idea, guys. Stop it. We need to make stickers right this fucking second.
I know there is another point, or probably something that I cannot remember. But yeah, there are quite a few things about the character that don't sit right with me. So
Okay, now let me tell you why I like Snape
you already
so
said
much.
why you liked Snape so much in the start of the
I
podcast. Let's
will-
end this.
Yes, you summarized why you hate him, right?
Because you already did it in the start.
Didi, your whole freaking podcast was you talking about hating him.
First of
Okay.
all, I did not do the whole podcast hating him.
Calm
You all
down.
both spoke on it, okay?
Ryan was Rang Badlu Girgit. So we not even take his summarization, okay? Okay, so I think one of the main reasons why I like Snape so much, and honestly, this is just a very human nature kind of a thing to me, is the way that he changed, even though you think he did not. The way that he changed. Okay, to me, yes, he changed. You know that there's this scene. There are these 2 very specific scenes in the book, with in the movies, because it's
To bol na didi.
what is that word? Visualized into the movies, which I liked so much. Is one when Lily dies and Harry's crying in the cradle over there, and he's just holding Lily and cradling her to his chest, crying. Okay, that scene is so powerful to me that yes, all the bad things that he did up till that point seemed moot, because in the end Lily still died, right? Even after everything. Okay, Voldemort could have very well chosen Neville to be the prophecy kid. He could have, but he didn't. He chose Harry, right? And Lily died. That's that one scene where it's just so powerful. There's this whole blue in the background, and that scene is just so gripping to me. And the second scene is where he does the Patronus, and Dumbledore says after all this time, and he just goes always with that Patronus, and I cannot. Those 2 scenes are just so beautiful for me that just the visualization of that. I hated Snape too, when I started reading the books, when I watched the movies. But then when I found out, right, when I looked and I read his character and I seen this, and I was like, damn, this guy has gone through so much through his childhood, through everything, and then still managed, in the end, to protect Harry in his own wicked sense. I get it. I accept all of his flaws. In his own wicked sense of however he did it, okay, he still chose to do it. That itself, that choice that he makes in the end, is something that I'm like, I like this character. Also, Alan Rickman played it so
that I will agree.
beautifully, right? That you hate a character and then you love it, and then you feel sad for it also, to a certain extent.
The brilliant thing was JK had told Alan Rickman the end of Snape's character so that he can
portray it accordingly. Yeah,
and the fact that man has done it so brilliantly,
bro. If
also, I think the recent Harry Potter casting for the HBO's there's a whole debate.
Oh, they're doing the TV series, right?
I like the kids were there. I seen this whole thing where people are like, they're kids, let's not hate on them. Like HBO even put the comments off and all because people can be really mean about it. And I agree with that. I completely agree with it. Even if you don't agree with the Harry Potter casting.
I like
one
Harry's casting.
Just one thing. All of them, they audition over 30,000 kids.
Yeah.
Imagine doing that because they know how stringent and how particular Harry Potter fans are, which irritates me a little bit because yes, I want the characters to be to the dot, but it's not an anime, it's not an animation. It is real people, so you cannot be mean towards them.
There is this thing about Harry Potter where, so Harry's eyes are green.
Yeah, that irritates me till now. But Daniel Radcliffe did try to put green lenses.
This was my point, Samantha. So he did try to put the lenses in, but it irritated him so much, and he had red eyes. The poor kid still tried, okay? But then obviously he couldn't because...
But even this Harry Potter, even this character, I forgot, I don't know his name, he has blue eyes.
Yeah.
Did he get one job? But maybe he was
But
really
green
good
eyes are very difficult to find.
Today's lenses aren't that bad.
Yeah, but...
I don't know, but they're
They're
kids,
very young for lenses also.
But any which ways, I think this is our summation of the Harry Potter, and if there are more points...
We are not letting Ryan summarize his
Yeah.
point because his point
Because
is
I'm
nothing.
neutral.
It's a moot point. He started this podcast saying he was on my side, and then he flipped sides.
I didn't flip sides.
I
I'm just saying.
will pummel you with a pillow. Maybe we should end the podcast like this.
Yeah.
Me murdering Ryan.
I'm going to freeze frame at that. I'm going to pummel you with a
I will pummel you to death.
But I definitely want to hear, what are your thoughts? Do you think Snape is a grey character? Do you really like
He
him?
is a
Do
grey
you-
character.
He is. Do you despise him? Personally, I don't like Snape. Rach really likes his character, but I still feel his character has a very grey area.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what the fuck you should do with him.
Yeah, you can't segregate.
It's like I get all of the points you put and I agree with them, but still I'm like, it's like that nail that keeps scratching on
It's
the
like,
board.
she just doesn't want to let go. Okay.
No,
I hate
it's not that I
it's like a part of her personality now.
No, it's not that I don't want to let go. It's
It
that,
probably is a part of her personality that
It
she
is.
doesn't like Snape.
and there are a lot of people who like and dislike him, and I will still agree his character is very grey. And this is where I want to end the podcast because we will keep on talking about this, and it's gone for 50 minutes. So see you next time.